Welcome to Designing Spaces, the show that's all about you, your home, and lifestyle. Today we launch our new show called Our First Nest. We found couples that fall into three categories: newlyweds who are buying their first home, second marriages that now have a blended family with kids, so think bigger home, and our empty nesters whose children have flown the coop and they're looking for something special for just the two of them. Well, it's our first nest, so let's go meet our newlyweds in their new home.
Hello, my name is Brent. This is my lovely wife, Rebecca, also known as just Becca. We met approximately 5 years ago, and then within 3 years from that point on, we started dating, and then shortly thereafter, we got married. A year from the point of when we got married, we bought a house, first house, and then the house needed to get decorated. That's kind of where we are now.
Yeah.
The kitchen for her is not up to her standards in regards to accessories.
Yeah, I like to cook a lot, so I need all the supplies to do that. So we aren't really equipped with all that stuff that we need.
Our bedroom, which is fine right now, we've got one painting up, which is a nice painting, nice scenic scene.
We have one painting up in the middle of the one wall, and that's it.
We have a complete furniture set and a bed, which are the main components of a bedroom.
Yes, but it needs to be like fully furnished and decorated, and it's completely boring. It has no curtains and just like...
It's not boring, it's just, it's simple and effective.
Okay, so you're good if I put, flowers and art and pictures.
Honestly, no.
He likes it simple, so...
Just keep it simple.
Okay, we'll try. But I'm still going to put some things up, okay?
Okay.
Okay. We'll compromise.
I'll compromise.
We're here in the home of our newlyweds, Rebecca and Brent, and we are giving them the Designing Spaces makeover treatment. Now, because this is their first nest, they needed some fundamental help to get on track. So guys, what would that be? What could we help you with?
I definitely need some supplies in the kitchen because I like to cook a lot, and we haven't really furnished it fully yet, so I need like pots and pans and things like that.
I think I have someone that can help you out.
Great.
Excellent.
Well, hello. Good to see you.
And you must be Rebecca.
Yes, I am.
How are you guys?
Rebecca, this is Chef Fabio Viviani. Yes, and he's not delivering pizza today. He is bringing you Bialetti cookware and an espresso maker.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely. Let's get in the kitchen and open this.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning.
Fabio.
Brent.
Thank you for having me, sir. I'm sorry for
Thanks for
coming this early in your house. Beautiful home.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have you guys ever heard of Bialetti cookware?
I think I have.
You have?
Well, we're the #1 in Italy, so I'm sure you have heard of
Oh,
it.
yes.
Probably.
Well, I think you guys are in great hands today because Chef Fabio has had 3 bestseller books. He's had numerous restaurants all over, and so I think, you know what, I'm going to leave and let you guys have fun.
Thank you. I'll see you in a bit. So what we have here, let me explain you the set a little bit. We have 2 saute pans, a 10-inch and an 8-inch. This is perfect for sauteing, make a little breakfast, and we have a Dutch oven. As a chef, I personally love the white interior, the white ceramic. Let me show you a little bit. I know you're mixing some crepes butter there. Now, one great thing about crepes is that with this, thanks to the very thick aluminum bottom, the heat will be spread evenly. All you need is a very, very little fat, little butter like this. I'm not gonna measure too much. I'm gonna just put enough quantities to make 1 crepes. There. And the beauty of it is that thanks to the nano ceramic, not only you're gonna have a healthier cooking experience. Ceramic is natural, so it's eco-friendly. Check this out. This is not a trick. We're talking, check this out. You don't need a spatula, you don't need anything. And we're moving on with our life. Now we get the crepe We got a nice plate, and we're good. We'll go right here, right there. And I will say to add some ricotta first. Oh, honey, please. They're nice and.
Good.
How's this? Good? Mm-hmm. Food is a social scene happening, and you gotta be together. Risotto is the perfect dish. You know, we got a touch of extra virgin olive oil. We got some pancetta, which is like the Italian answer for bacon, and we have some fresh peas. We were having a nice chat, and the risotto is on the stove. Look, and it has no sign whatsoever for sticking to the pan, right? And the risotto is nice and cooked. Now, to be an Italian risotto, you gotta have at the end a little Parmesan inside. A little bit. That's a little bit in Italy. Yeah. You know, it's called creamy risotto because of the arborio rice, and that's the creaminess without the actual cream. Please enjoy.
Very good.
And it's easy. The cookware did everything. You know, think about this one. Sometimes you do a piece of steak or fish. The problem that people have in the house is the actually searing part. Now, the final act, dinner. Now, this fish, just a white flaky fish with skin on it. Very, very hard to crisp. Now, I'm gonna season this. Pepper. Some salt. Now, check this out. Okay? Now, the biggest concern we have when we're cooking fish, there are two main. First one, the skin has to be nice and crisp. So what we do here, we let this cook like that, and we don't touch it. The best part of it is that as it cooks, takes out the natural oil in the fish, so it's even a lighter way of cooking. So on the side, we got something simple. Arugula, feta cheese, tomato, extra virgin olive oil, and a touch of salt. Look how nice and crisp this is. Now let me get the plate ready for you guys. Touch it. It's nice and crisp.
Yeah.
Is it? Now it's when we are proud of serving this skin up. Just like that. A drizzle of olive oil. And now the best part, do you have a wet towel? You get a wet towel. Super clean, and that's it. Now, we got down the whole meal, and one way to close it is the Italian way. This is the authentic, inexpensive, easy way to make an Italian coffee. But let me show you how easy it is. Okay. It's a 3-piece. There is no filter, there is no headache, there's nothing. It's just a 3-piece. You unscrew this way. 1, 2, and 3. Just right there. Then you place this back inside. So the Italian way, you get some good ground coffee. You put it inside like that. And we screw this back on. And we put it on the stove. Put it here. You hear that? It's almost whistling to you. Our coffee is ready. The aroma is delicious.
I was just going to say something smells really good in here.
Just in time for an espresso.
Hey, that was perfect timing. Did you guys have fun? We did. Well, Chef Fabio, tell all our viewers where they can go to find the cookware, the espresso maker, and some of your great recipes.
This coffee smells delicious.
It does.
Now, if you want to know more about the cookware, you can go to the Bialetti website at bialetti.com.
Okay.
And if you want to learn more about the recipe, you can come and check my website, fabioviviani.com, and you'll see all the recipe there and the tips to make this phenomenal food.
Well, thank you so much for being here. You made them very happy.
Thank you for having me. Always nice to teach a newlywed what to do in the kitchen.
Well, speaking of which, where are they? Where'd they go?
I guess cuddle time. They're newlyweds.
Ah, they're newlyweds. All right. Well, we're going to have more with our new nesters coming up on Designing Spaces, Our First Nest.
Don't go anywhere.
We're back, and now that our newlywed homeowners have made a major step forward in the kitchen, we turn our attention to the bedroom.
We met approximately 5 years ago.
He fell in love with me right away.
Brent and Rebecca bought their home a little over a year ago and haven't done much in the way of decorating.
First time ever buying a house. When we were renting, we couldn't do what we wanted to do.
Of particular concern is the master bedroom. Brent feels it's fine as is, except for the lack of window treatments.
We've got one painting up, which is a nice painting, nice scenic scene.
We have one painting up in the middle of the one wall, and that's it.
Whereas Rebecca wants a more cozy approach.
But it needs to be like fully furnished and decorated, and it's completely boring. It has no curtains and just like...
It's not boring, it's simple and effective.
It's terrible. So we'll see. We'll see if we can find something that we both like and agree on, but it'll be mostly what I want.
Our first nesters needed some help in the decorating department, so we brought in the best. And here she is now. Nina James is the decorator for Kirkland's, and she's going to show us how to take a boring bedroom and turn it into something awesome for our newlyweds.
Absolutely.
So happy to have you here, Nina. Welcome to Designing Spaces.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So you're going to teach all of us how we can do this. What if we're on a budget?
You can do it on a budget, absolutely. It's some tricks of the trade that can transform your room easily.
Well, our newlyweds are going to be so happy because they have a bland bedroom and they're looking for something nice that incorporates both of their styles. So we're going to work on that?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get started. Okay. Well, Nina, here are our newlyweds. This is Rebecca and Brent.
Hi there.
How you doing, Nina?
This is Nina James. She is the decorator from Kirkland's.
Okay.
So tell them all the fun things you're going to do.
Okay, well, so you guys sent some pictures to Designing Spaces, and I saw them. Mm-hmm. So I can see, and you sent the questionnaire about some things that you wish you had and things that you don't wish you had and whatnot. So we're going to address some of those issues and you can see everybody's, we're already working. Already. There was a little bit of crowding. We're going to move some of your furniture around a little bit. We already have started. You said that you wanted some warm colors and some grays and whatnot. So we're going to mix that in and make it warm in here, but it is a bedroom, so we want it to be soothing and relaxing, and but just very comfortable and inviting and engaging.
I heard something about a conflict with colors. What was that about?
Well, I'm not sure he's going to like the whole stripes idea, but I think when he
a little skeptical about that.
So did she just go ahead with choosing the colors without you?
Yeah, basically. But I think when he sees it all done, it will be fine.
Okay. It's going to add a lot of visual interest, and because your ceiling is actually vaulted, but just vaulted on one side, it's going to help move your eye upward, and it'll just be very interesting, but not so much contrast. It'll just be very subtle.
Right.
So it'll be nice.
I trust you.
Okay. Are you going to put them to work?
Absolutely.
All right. What can we do?
All right. Well, why don't we? I'll tell you what. Why don't we start clearing off that dresser right
Okay.
over there?
Okay.
Okay, well, this room is coming along really well. Rebecca had no window coverings in this room, and you really do need that in a bedroom. So now we're complete. Nina, this room came out beautifully.
Thank you.
You did a great job.
Thanks. I'm very happy. I hope the homeowners are happy.
Oh, I'm sure that how are they not? So are there any tips that we should keep in mind when it comes to decorating if we're new at it?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a few things. You want to just kind of keep in mind balance in a room, where your weight is. When you're picking out color is always very intimidating for people.
Right.
So just keep it simple. We chose shades in here in the bedroom that were calm and soothing, lavenders and plums. colors like yellow and red, and those are high activity colors. You don't really want to put those in a bedroom. So, so those are just a couple of things to remember. And, if you get really scared about color, you can actually, when you have the color strips from the paint store and whatnot, you could do your room just based on using that one strip. And that's also a way to have a very soothing palette.
And then you do like you do, and you add accessories to the room.
Right. Got to add, and that's also what helps make a room feel cozy and is, texture and a little bling, but a lot of texture and whatnot like that. So.
And where do we find all the accessories that you used here today?
Okay, well, there are two places that you can go for product and design info. Kirklands.com. There's product that is online that you cannot get in the stores, but additionally there is a Kirklands community site called mykirklands.com, and that's where design enthusiasts come together to share design advice, or if they need some design advice, or if someone else needs design advice, and then the whole community will jump in and offer help and suggestions.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah. So that's a great place to learn a lot. Oh,
absolutely.
There's our newlyweds. Come on in. It's your room.
I know.
What do you think?
Wow. It's gorgeous.
Amazing.
You like it?
Well done.
Very nice.
A little different than before, right?
Very different. Very complete.
Good. What do you think of the wall? I know you guys were a little off with the colors, so are we on the same page now?
I'm all for it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. Thank you so much. Wonderful job.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
You guys love it.
Thank you so much.
Well, coming up next, our newlyweds are going to learn the facts of life. No, not those facts of life. They're going to learn the facts of life of insurance. One important consideration when settling into the new nest is insurance. But exactly how far do these policies extend? Often there are gaps, leaving you unprotected when the unexpected may happen. Joining us today is Jamie Gustafson, an underwriter for X Insurance and an expert in risk management and liability claims. Jamie, welcome to our first nest here on Designing Spaces.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. Appreciate it.
This is a very important topic because insurance is something that we all need, we all have, but we may not know all the information involved.
Absolutely. That's a really great point. Insurance is very complicated. There's gaps, exclusions, and limitations that your basic insurance simply doesn't cover, leaving you open to frivolous lawsuits and personal liability claims. You're not protected.
Brent's a firefighter, so he has insurance at work, but is there any possibility that they would be liable if there were a problem here at home for him and Rebecca?
Certainly, Brent does have coverage operating under the scope and duties of his work as a firefighter.
Right.
If he's named, though, individually in a lawsuit, he doesn't have coverage through his employer. If he is alleged of a criminal act, he doesn't have coverage.
Okay, so this is something in addition to his work insurance?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, are these different policies that you would need to buy?
No, it's actually just one policy that we would put together. It's a custom-fit, unique solution that gives you 360 degrees of coverage.
Okay.
Again, filling the gaps that the traditional insurance policies simply just don't cover.
Right. Now, what about at home?
At home, certainly you've got your homeowner's insurance, but if you've got pets, if you work from home, certainly you've got homeowners to cover certain perils, but there's limitations to that. And certainly living in Florida, you've got high risk of floods, storms, and certainly you may have coverage with your basic or traditional insurance policy, but the question is to what extent? What are the limitations, and do you even have enough coverage in the event that there is a claim? Will you jeopardize your personal assets and everything that you're working towards?
So hard for it.
Because you're just starting to blend your life together.
So there's lots of what-ifs that happen all the time. When do we get this insurance policy?
Anytime.
Okay.
And we try to keep it simple, whether you're at home, work, or play, we recommend an X review. Get a hold of all insurance policies that you have, again, in all areas, home, work, and play, and pinpoint not necessarily where the coverage is, but where it isn't. And that's where X Insurance comes in.
You guys will do that for us. So we just bring our insurance to you, and you're like, okay, this is maybe a gap, I guess you can say, of where you need more insurance.
And where you're personally liable.
Okay.
And it's scary, but in today's litigious society, the gaps are everywhere.
Well, yeah, and you want to be covered. You don't want it to be at the time when there is a problem. You want to have it and be proactive.
Exactly. We want to empower the clients, customers, and insureds to be their own best advocate, understand insurance just a little bit, and then either lean on their insurance professionals or work with us directly to make sure that they are covered, again, 360 degrees.
Right. Well, for Brent and Rebecca, and actually all of our viewers, where can we go to find out more information about the insurance and also to purchase?
It's X Insurance, the letter X, insurance.com.
Easy enough. Well, Jamie, thank you so much for being here and really shedding light on something that we may overlook. I mean, they're newlyweds. They have their first home, so there's so much going on, and that may be something that just slips our minds. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Well, we're going to have a link to their website on ours at designingspaces.tv. We covered a lot of important information today, so if you missed any, you'll find a video on our website that you can see this whole segment over again. Thank you so much for joining us on our new series, Our First Nest, here on Designing Spaces. We'll see you soon.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show or to find out how to be part of the show, log on to designingspaces.tv. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.